Aquarius, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So we're going to try something new this week, and we'll see how it goes. So this is going to be for all of the zodiac signs. So we're going to first get a collective message when it comes to the energy of love for this week. And then we're going to dive in with some tarot and oracle cards for each individual zodiac sign. I'm also going to be doing one for cusp as well in another video. So let's go ahead and let's dive right in. And again, these are just the general readings, and then we're going to go ahead and get into details. So when it comes to main energy reading, there is this energy when it comes to love about first off, it's like two individuals that have moved on to different love connections. Now, when I'm talking about this case, is like one of you that has moved on with someone else. Whether you're talking to somebody, whether you're dating somebody, whatever it is, you're like really into this new person. You're really into, like, you know, trying to see if there's potential here, trying to see if there's something here. Where the other person, even though they're dating or talking to somebody else, they're still holding on to you, and they're still wanting to reconnect or rekindle something with you. But it's almost like they're waiting for you. They're waiting for your current relationship or situationship to fail in order to move towards you. For those of you that are in third-party situation unknowingly, and we're talking about, like, you are dating somebody that's married, or, you know, you're fucking somebody that's married, whatever it is. It's almost like, I don't know, and I feel that the person that is married is losing disinterest in their side piece, whether male or female, and are almost wanting to kind of work on their marriage or work on their main relationship. Okay. I'm gonna have to make a new one. This one's not rolling how it's supposed to. Others of you are just in this very free-spirited type of energy where you're just kind of like, either you're on dating apps, or you're just going on many dates, meeting different people, but not really wanting to be tied down to anyone. There are some of you that are single, and you may have come out of a very difficult and hard relationship. So just the thought of love or the thought of a relationship almost makes you cringe. And almost makes you want to go, like, under the covers. So, like, relationship or love, whatever you want to call it, has become like your boogeyman, right? So, you know, like when you're a child and your parents tell you about the boogeyman, or this and this and that, or the monster in your closet, or the monster under your bed, or whatever it is. It's like that is how you're starting to view, or that's kind of like the view that you have at this moment in time when it comes to relationship, when it comes to love. Others of you are choosing to be single. There is this sense of knowing that there's something better out there, knowing that there's somebody that is, quote unquote, your perfect match, right? And not so much sense, and it's like, when I say that, it's not about being naive, thinking that, you know, when you're with your perfect match, there's going to be no work or anything like that. But it's almost like, you know, that there's somebody there that's willing to do the work with you, that there's somebody out there that is willing to not give up on a connection with you because things get hard. So you're choosing some time to heal and to be in solitude. There are some of you that there's a proposal coming. So sorry if I spoiled it for you. So your significant other is planning and it's gonna seem weird, because it's like, it's not so much that it comes out of the blue, as that they plan it so far in advance, and they're they're like constantly like asking you or reminding you that on this set day you guys have like, you know, either a get together with friends or something like that, or a dinner or like a getaway or something like that. But you are surrounded by like family and friends when this person proposes marriage. For others of you, are in the process of planning a wedding, and there seems to be some type of falling out with either certain bridesmaids or groomsmen or certain friends that were not chosen to be part of the wedding or something like that. There seems to be a falling out with certain people that believe that you're making a mistake, or maybe the other person is making a mistake by the two of you marrying. So there is conflict for those of you that are focusing or planning on a wedding, but the conflict is not so much between you and your person. It's more of outside influences. So people outside of the relationship putting their 2 cents into something. Others of you, when it comes to love, you're just like, love is in the back burner. You're open. Let's put it this way. You're open to allow connections, relationship, whatever to come, but you're not chasing it. Right now, you're focused on your career and you're focused on chasing your money, to be honest with you, and climbing that ladder. Others of you, there's a communication or a conversation with somebody from your past, trying to make amends. The weird thing with that is that one of you thinks that the conversation is going to lead to a reconciliation, when in reality is more of like a closure, finally giving each other closure in order to move on. And then there is an energy here of some of you will be reconciling with somebody from your past. But with that, for those of you that are reconciling, make sure, and this is the way that it's coming up, make sure that you're not doing everything the same exact way. Make sure that you take your time, and that even if you guys were married, even if you guys were living together, even if you guys have children together, whatever it may be, make sure that you're taking the time to get to know each other, because there's an absence here of 2 people that are very physically attractive to each other. So there's a lot of chemistry, but when it comes to the underneath surface of like really knowing who the other person is, and knowing the other person's love language and things like that, that is lacking, and that's why the relationship in the past didn't really work out. So you have to make sure that you are that you guys are actually learning and giving yourself that time to learn each other's love language, and also decide whether it is something that you actually want to work on or not. There are X's popping up left and right for the majority of the signs this week. There is a sense of like the past doesn't want to let go. And that's just not for one person. I feel that that is for the majority of people. There is the sense of like the past trying to creep back in, whether it is, you know, an ex that you haven't talked to in years, or an ex that you haven't seen in many years, or whatever the case may be. Okay, now let's jump into the individual signs and see where it is in that intro that your love interest or connection fits in. So we're going to start off with Aries. Give me 1 second. Oh, come on. And as you guys know, shuffling is not my best. All right, so Aries, what do we have for Aries? And I will be using different decks and things for everyone, so just an FYI. So Aries and their love interest. What is going on in Aries' love life at this moment, Spirit? for this week? What do we have for Aries? Actually, I have 2 cards out. So we have, whoa, way too many cards, but I'm gonna take them because it's like it's coming up with a theme here. So we have the soulmate card. Yes, this is your soulmate. Then we have the make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. The goal was to take 3 cards. Unfortunately, I didn't notice when I put out the first card that there were those 2 attached, so I pulled out 2 more. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction. So you guys are definitely in a situationship, in a relationship. And I'm not even going to face them towards you because, to be honest with you, you're not even going to be able to see the whole thing. So I'm just going to face them towards me because, you know, I'm the one that needs to make sure I'm seeing what's coming up here. So there is a sense here, you feel like this is your person. You feel like this is the person you're meant to be with. There is a lot of chemistry. There is a lot of love here, but there is this sense of just not feeling like a relationship or a connection is not moving forward, is not progressing, feeling stuck. Now, both dogs are behind me taking a nap. So if you hear them, one of them tends to make a lot of noise when he's sleeping. Anyways, there is a sense of like, yeah, you guys love each other. Yes, there is chemistry. But it's almost like the relationship, again, feels stagnant. Like there is this codependency energy where the 2 of you have kind of lost that space, that energy of yourself. So the love yourself first is not just for you, but also for them. Needing to do things outside of the relationship, let's put it this way. And not being upset when your partner decides to do things without you, right? Let it be go to the gym or whatever it is. But there is this sense of like, neither of you are willing or wanting to let go of this connection, but nobody is really making any effort to make something work. Nobody is really making any effort to make changes within the connection to allow it to blossom, right? So it's like there is this this stuck energy. So we have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, the 2 of Wands in the upright, and then the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So as much as the 2 of you really want this, I'm getting this vibe of like, marriage is forever for whoever that is, whether it is you that sees that or your person sees that. So like leaving this connection or walking out on each other is almost like non-negotiable. It's like it's not an option, right? But at the same time, there are promises or words that, or agreements, let's put it this way, that the 2 of you said to each other, right? Whether, you know, some people say like, you know, we never go to bed mad at each other, or we hash things out, we don't talk to other people about our problems, etc. Whatever it may be, whatever your contract is, whatever your agreement is with your person. And there's a sense here of people, whether it is you or them, not honoring it. So we have the Justice in the reverse with the Hermit in the reverse and the 8 of Swords. So whoever it is that hasn't been honoring, whether it is both of you or one of you, have not been honoring the agreement between the 2 of you, there is a sense that nothing is going to change within this connection until the issue is addressed, right? So it is like the two of you know what the issue is, but both of you are in this space of like wanting the other person to start the conversation, or wanting the other person to take the first step. So we have the Page of Wands, the Eight of Cups with the Star. So again, there is a mutual sense here when it comes to love, when it comes to seeing each other in a certain way, with wanting this to work. But it's almost, there's an underlying fear. I want to see where that's coming from. There's an underlying fear here of not speaking up, because it might lead to a breakup. Not speaking up because it might lead to a separation. And if you continue on the way that you're going at this moment, that's exactly what's going to happen. Because then it's going to get to a point where you guys are so completely disconnected that even the chemistry between the two of you is not going to be enough. So effort definitely needs to be made, needs to be addressed. The self-love, the taking care of yourself, them and you, right? Each of you need to be your whole individual self, right? Some people say, like, you know, my person completes me. They complete you in a certain way. They don't complete you as a person. You have to be a whole person as yourself first. And with this codependency energy is this really big energy of like, you guys are so used to not hashing things out. You guys are so used to not talking about certain things that it just has become the norm between the two of you. So we have the Bride in Cage, the number 21. So there is this energy where this fear is coming from, again, of either being abandoned or being left out in the cold, or ending this connection because something is addressed. Something that is not working needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed now in order to allow this relationship, this connection between the two of you to start picking up traction, to start blossoming, right? Because right now there is definitely this very heavy stuck energy between the two of you. So now go ahead and take some time and focus on a yes or no question. A yes or no question regarding you and your person. Why are you file over here? The answer is yes, but it's, and this is the way that it's coming up. I'm not exactly sure what you're asking about, anything like that. The answer is yes, but is not an instant yet. So something here needs to play out. Some type of energy needs to be released in order for this to change in the direction that you want it to go. Alrighty, let's go ahead and let's move on out over to Taurus. What do I want to use for Taurus? Okay. Taurus, I'm picking up. Why am I picking up secrets with your energy? Secrets or deception. Now, this may be you or the person that you're dealing with. It doesn't necessarily have to be cheating or anything like that. It could be somebody planning a surprise or somebody planning something. But there is some type of deception energy. But it doesn't make me... There's no fear attached to it. There's worried about something. And the worry is coming from whoever it is that is deceiving the other person, or whoever it is that is keeping a secret. So let's go ahead and see if we can get any clarity on that. So we have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. We have children. Your love life is being affected by children, and trust. This is a situation calling you to have faith. So this secret energy, let's put it this way, or this deceiving energy of some is more of like somebody holding back when it comes to love. This is more, and you know, I'm showing you guys the cards as they come out, and then I'm sending them now. There is an energy here of if you reconciled with somebody from your past, Taurus, you're lying. You are the person that you're with. Somebody within this connection is lying to their partner and lying to themselves about the trust that they have for the other person, because there is a lack of trust here. And as much as you want to give something a chance, there is just like this little voice in your head. What if they do this again? What if they... And the energy of the relationship is gearing more towards that space of basically like all the things that could go wrong. And I keep on staring at that children card. Some of you may have kids with this person, and some of you may have been on a break from this person, and someone got pregnant by someone else, and maybe that is the secret that is being kept from you. So we have the Spirit of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. So one, there's, again, this clarifies, like this confirms to me. And again, I read the cards intuitively, so just kind of know that. I don't really study them, and it's not about not honoring or about being disrespectful to the tarot cards or the creators or anything like that. It's just the way that I'm led to do it, right? I study them for my own personal reason, just for the research, but it's not how I read, if that makes any sense. So someone here is being tormented or tortured over a secret being kept from the other person, because somebody feels that if the secret comes up, or this deceiving energy, whether it is something that you're saying to yourself or you're saying to the person that you're with, or vice versa, guys, it could lead to an ending. And all of your cards are in the reverse. We have the Spirit of Wands, the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Divine Tower in the reverse, and then the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. There is a sense here of this very deceiving energy. Some of you, and this is where the main deceiving energy is like, if I don't address something, if I don't say something, if I don't do something, if I don't take action, then nothing happens, right? We stay together. We don't break up. Or we get back together, or we this, or we that. And it's like you're lying to yourself, and you know it. Because if you're starting off, let's say if you're trying to reconnect with somebody from your past, and you know you have trust issues when it comes to this person, then you have to be honest with them. If you're in a relationship with this person and for whatever the reason you're having trust issues, whether it was from a past connection or a past relationship, and you're not being honest to your person about it, again, you're being you're being deceitful. And what happens with that is that it literally all of your cards are in the reverse. It's so weird. And no, not all the cards are facing the same way. The more deceitful that you are with yourself, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the Six of Cups in the reverse, and then the Mat in the reverse. The more deceitful that you are with yourself, the more you attract that energy. And then it's like you start to question everything regarding the person that you're with. You start to question whenever they go out. You start to question whenever their phone goes off. You start to question everything. And this is no way to live for anyone. One of the main things, yes, passion, chemistry, all of that is amazing in a relationship, but if you cannot trust the person that you're with, or if they cannot trust you, then how is this foundation being built? Right? What holds this connection together? And that's kind of like what you're asking yourself, or what the person that you're dealing with is asking themselves when it comes to this. And I mean, as much as you want to give this a second chance, or you want to stay within this connection, until this is not addressed, until this is not brought up to the table, whatever it is, when it comes to the deceiving, we have the Mat again. Nothing is going to move forward. And we have the Seven of Swords in the upright, and then the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And ultimately, what this is going to lead is going to lead to a breakup. It's going to lead to a separation, because when you don't trust someone, is not just about you yourself thinking about it. You start to act it out, right? And then you start to put that strain within the relationship. So, whenever I am in a relationship, I say it like I had, right? Whenever I had trust issues, right, in the past, I would tell the person that I'm with, like, look, I have trust issues, and this and this and this and this and this is the reason why. No, I don't need to look through your phone. No, I don't need to know where you're at 24/7. I just need honesty. But the minute that I catch you in a lie, even if it's something small, like let's say if I call you and you tell me you're on your way home, but you're like on your way to like your friend's house or whatever it is, it's like, you should have enough trust in me, right, to tell me that you're going to go hang out with your friends. Because just because I'm calling you to see where you're, like, what you're doing or what you're up to, doesn't necessarily mean that I want to hang out with you, right? So it's almost kind of like that energy. Like, let's say somebody makes plans, with you, and then last minute they don't feel like going out, or they don't feel like going out to dinner, they don't feel like meeting up for whatever their own personal reasons. They want to stay home, they're not having a good day, whatever it is. And instead of telling you the truth and saying, you know what, today's not a good day, this week was rough at work, I just kind of want to just stay home, and like, I need to be by myself, right? They'll be like, oh, I have to work. When in reality, they don't have to work. So then little by little, the trust starts to be broken, right? Little by little, you start to lose trust in that person. And if those issues are not addressed right away, then the pile up of it holds each of you almost trapped within the energy of not addressing an issue, which then will lead eventually to everybody going their separate ways. Alrighty, Taurus. So now go ahead and think of something, yes or no, and we're going to go ahead and pull out some stuff. Sorry guys if I'm waking you up. The answer is no. Whatever it is that you're asking for. The answer is no. And it's not for lack of want, whatever that is. It's just, there's something about the alignment with what it is that you're asking for, and your alignment, you're just not aligned with this at this moment in time. Alrighty, let's go ahead to Gemini. What do we want to use for Geminis? Yeah, I do. I don't know why. I want to use these. So Gemini and love. What do we have for Gemini and love this week? And guys, I know you guys are going to be laughing at me the whole time. Because I suck at shuffling. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Like, there was a period of time where I was trying, right? I was like, I would just sit for like, you know, like 10 or... I would say, okay, I'm going to sit for an hour and practice shuffling. And then after like 10 minutes, I would just give up and be like, you know what, screw it. It is what it is. Okay, I got to be honest. If I'm honest with myself, then I can be honest with everyone else. It just like it. I admire those that can shuffle so beautifully, and you know it's not for lack of trying. To be honest with you, I try my best, and that's what counts, right? Trying your best. So let's go ahead and see, what do we have for Gemini for love this week, Spirit? What do we have for Gemini for love this week? Are you in between two people? Are you the one that started dating somebody new and then somebody from your past wants to come back? Because we have here this very interesting energy. We have trust. This situation is calling you to have faith. And then it's divided between true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So some of you have a decision to make between the person that you're currently with and somebody from your past. I feel more that this unrequited love is coming from someone from your past. We have the Four of Wands, the Princess of Wands, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So there is definitely an energy of somebody wanting to come back, wanting to reconnect, wanting to restart something with you, or it's almost like they're waiting for your current relationship, if they don't approach you while you're in a relationship, to come back towards you. But I don't know, there's something about this new person that just calls, like, trust it. We have the Emperor and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. This person, whoever it is that you're dealing with at this moment in time, has shown you another side of relationship, another side of love. So my question to you is, I just gotta laugh. Why would, because I was gonna say, why would you consider dealing with somebody from your past when there was unrequited love? But what they're saying is, like, why would you even answer the call? Like, I'm not, like, okay, let's put it this way. I'm not into ghosting people. I'm not into hiding or ignoring people, right? So if somebody comes up to me, whether it's somebody from my past or somebody new, and they tell me, you know, I find you very attractive, I find you this, I find you that, like this and this and that. And if I look at them and I honestly, one, do not find them attractive, two, I'm in a relationship, three, just I'm not feeling it, like the vibe is just not there, right? I either get that gut feeling like, don't even go that way. I would honestly just be like, you know what, thank you for the compliment, it is greatly appreciated. I am not interested though. Thanks. We could be friends if you want. But again, when I say that to people, especially when I speak to like other females, they kind of look at me like, like I'm crazy. They're like, well, why don't you just tell them you're in a relationship? I'm like, if I am in a relationship or not, it's irrelevant. If I don't want to be with somebody, if I'm not interested in somebody, I'm just gonna be honest about it. Like, what is the point of playing all these mind games? Like, I either want to get to know you, or I want to reconcile with you, or I don't. And there is no back and forth. Like, it is what it is. So we have the Princess of Coins, the Hanged Woman in the upright, the Ace of Wands, and then the Tower in the reverse. So if you want things to continue on going the way that they're going with this new person, if you want things to continue, if you want to continue on experiencing love, right? Whether it is that you have met this person, whether it is that you started talking to this person, because there's an energy of like getting to know somebody new, and this may not bring you those butterflies in your stomach. This may not bring you this excitement type of energy, but it brings you a lot of peace and a lot of serenity. When you're with this person, you feel very comfortable, you feel grounded, you feel safe, right? And if you want to continue on feeling that way, and you want to continue on moving forward with this person, then there is no need. Again, I'm not telling you to ghost somebody. I'm not telling you to ignore somebody. But you need to be honest with somebody from the past. Like, you know what? We had our chance. We had our opportunity. Things didn't work out for a reason. And I'm not interested in a second chance. It is up to you if you disclose that you're with somebody new. It is up to you if you don't. At the end of the day, it should be irrelevant, right? If you've made up your mind regarding somebody from your past and not wanting to go back with somebody from your past, it is irrelevant whether there's a new person or not. So now go ahead, Gemini, and think of a question, yes or no. Hold on. Where were you? Here. You need to make up your mind, because a lot of you are still in this wishy-washy. Your answer. And I don't know why I feel like this has to do with the past person. It's no. It's no. It may have been that you may have felt like this past person was your person. They were your all. They were your everything. But the reality of things is something was just a lesson. Something was just supposed to teach you a lesson and nothing more. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, yeah. Cancer. What do I want to use with you? Why am I blacking out right now? Okay. Alrighty, Cancer. What are you up to? Who are you hiding from? You got some stalker? You got some stalker energy. You're hiding from someone or running away from someone. Oh, okay, shoot. All right. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a couple of oracle cards to just kind of get a... I honestly, and I don't know what I'm seeing, but somebody's hiding from someone. Like, don't let them know I'm here. Don't let them know if you see me. Don't let them know you talk to me. It is so funny though. The way that you're like going to like the extreme to like hide from someone. Alright, Cancer, let's go ahead and see. the heart. So with the healing heart, we have healing from a heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So you have found, are you the ones that I was talking about, like that love or relationship or whatever is just kind of like your boogeyman right now? Because said outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And then we have the not enough, frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So I really do think that your energy was the one that was coming up, or like love, relationship. It's like you're looking at it like as like they're your boogeyman, they're your that's your monster, the monster in the closet, right? That visits you. And I'm so sorry, I'm laughing, but this is like the monster that visits you in the middle of the night. I shouldn't be laughing because it's not cool. It's not cool. Anyways, but it's just funny because you're like literally hiding. You're trying to heal yourself, but it's like you try to heal yourself, and then it's like at the same time you're replaying issues, and it's almost like you've had so many failed relationships, if that's the way that you want to look at it, or failed connections or whatever it is, and in reality it wasn't so much about there's a confusion here about the lessons that needed to be learned within those connections. It wasn't about the other person, it was about you, right? It was about yourself. It was about what it is that you bring to the table versus what it is that you give out, right? So we have the Seven of Wands with the Tower in the reverse, and then we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So as you're healing, you're starting to realize, and you're starting to get yourself out of that energy of just blaming the other person, right? Whether it's like your last ex or your last 3 exes or whatever it is. And you're starting to, and I really like this because it's like you start to take accountability for your own actions within a connection, right? You start to take accountability for your part, the part that you play in something not working out, the part that you play in a foundation being crumbled, right? For those of you that are currently in a connection, this is that energy of trying to heal a relationship and being brutally honest, not just with each other, but being brutally honest with yourself. But it's weird because it's like for so long we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So for so long you were holding on to this notion, let's put it this way, Gemini, Cancer, excuse me, why did I say Gemini? That's why I had to look double. I'm like, wait, we're in Cancer, we're not on Gemini. You may be dealing with a Gemini, or maybe this is the energy that you're showing with the back and forth, right? The two sides of things. Maybe you were in a space where you were just looking at the other person's fall. You were just looking at the other person's actions and always putting the blame on someone else and never taking accountability. And now it's like as you're healing and as you're seeing relationships from the past, you're seeing the part that you play in it, and you're seeing how you allow your ego in certain times or spaces to get the better of you. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and it's almost like this, you're making this vow to yourself of, and then we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. You're making this vow to yourself that you're that you're gonna stay single forever, that you don't believe that there is, it's almost like you've been hurt and broken so much that you're almost like you've given up hope when it comes to love. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and then the King of Swords in the upright. So there is an energy here of like giving up on hope, giving up hope in love and in relationships. And if you're feeling like that, we have the High Priestess in the reverse. It's because you have yet gotten to that point in your healing where you recognize and you realize that a relationship is a two-way street, and not every argument, or no, let's put it this way, not every disagreement needs to be led into an argument, needs to lead into a fight. Compromise is something that you may consider that you're very great at, but the reality of it is not so much. Some of you really like to be in control of everything when you're in relationships, and whether it is that you are a female or a male, you really don't allow the person that you're with the space to actually grow, the space to actually blossom within a connection and within themselves. I'm not by any means saying here that everything is your fault. I'm not putting the blame on you. Do not take it that way, because that's not the way that it's intended. What I'm saying is, like, whatever the other person did when it comes to your healing is irrelevant, because the lessons that you're meant to learn is not so much why am I I'm always attracting these type of people, is why are you attracting those type of people? And that comes from within, not from outside of you. All right. So now you can go ahead and ask a yes or no question. I'm getting a lot of no's today. No. It's just a simple no. It's not even it's just a no. It's a no. It's not even like a maybe or not just yet. It's just a no at this moment in time. At this time, what you're meant to do, Cancer, is focus on your healing. Alrighty, let's move on over to Leos. What do I want to use? I want to use you. I was looking for you. Why were you hiding from me? Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and... I was looking for you. That is the main energy. Somebody was looking for you. Somebody feels like they met their perfect match. I feel... No, yeah. This energy is split. Let's go ahead and let's pull out some oracle cards. And this is why I say split. It's like, seriously? So we have keys on a ring. Many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, one night stands. Then we have the soulmate card. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. And then we have, and I'm not farting, guys, it's my arm against the table, the Green Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform your life. And this is why I say the thing is, the energy is split. For those of you dealing with somebody from your past, somebody has realized, somebody has recognized that you are the one. Somebody has recognized or realized that you're the one that they want to be with. You're the one that they have been looking for all this time. Unfortunately, they went ahead and tried to replace you a couple of times, and it with fail, right? It just didn't work out. And for those of you that have decided that you're not going back to somebody from the past. You're meeting different people. I feel like you have options out there, and one of these options is definitely a soulmate. One of these options is definitely gonna be like, "Cool, yeah, this is the one." And it's almost like they'll either say it or they're going to show you that you are the person that they've been looking for. So regardless of whether you're dealing with a new person or a past person, there is this "you're the one" energy. Alrighty. So can you clarify for me for Leo? All your cards are coming on in reverse, and I'm not even kidding. We have the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Cups in the reverse, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This knight is actually a woman. So there is the sense that when it comes, for those of you dealing with somebody from your past, you're done, you're over with. You don't want to hear their sad story. You don't want to hear that you're the one. You're not being tempted. We have the Empress in the reverse with the Devil in the reverse. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So you're not being tested anymore or any longer by their words. You're not being wooed. You're not guys, I be laughing at myself all the time. You're not being wooed by their words anymore. It's like whatever manipulative energy somebody from your past would use to get you back. You're the one, you're the this, you're the that. And I'm not saying that they're lying, but you are the one, or you were the one, because I do feel that you're not choosing to go back to this person. But then you should have taken care of the one when you had it. And it's just that simple. You should have just taken care of the one when you had it. We have Death when it comes to dealing with somebody from the past. We have the Hermit. So it's like they can keep on looking for you. They can keep on trying to find you. They can keep on trying to connect with you. And we have the Knight of Wands. And it is a female as well. But it's like, it doesn't matter how many hoops they jump through, you're done with this. And the thing is, that some of you think that if they come and they tell you all of this and this and this and that you might actually consider reconnecting. But it's like even before you can grasp what's coming out of your mouth, you say no. Alright, and if this is a new person, so if this is a new person, we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse with the Chariot. In order for you to really open up yourself to a new connection, to a new person, when they say that you are the one that they've been looking for, you're going to have to really let go of the possibility or the notion of trying to work something. You're going to have to let go of the past. Basically, the Four of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. You're going to have to let go of what didn't work in past connections, past relationship, whether it was behaviors, let's put it this way, whether it is your own red flags, right? Those things that normally people don't show to their partner or whatever till like 6 months down the line. You're gonna have to just allow yourself to be honest and allow yourself to know that this person, let's put it this way, is not going to be judging you or kind of like bringing up all of your faults all the time. Because here we do have the Tower with the Two of Pentacles. Do you really want this, right? Do you really want this? This is a moment for you to choose if you want to go back and give somebody a chance from the past because they're telling you that they're the one, or do you want to go ahead and take the leap with someone new? We have the Strength card with the Six of Cups. Like, regardless of whatever it is, you're gonna have to make a decision between a past person and a new person. Regardless of whatever it is, here someone has to make a decision. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse with the Ace of Wands and then the Hierophant. Honestly, I see somebody here trying to play both fields, not being direct with somebody from the past, and at the same time trying to get to know somebody new. Now, to each his own. I ain't judging here, but that may backfire on me. So now go ahead and ask a question, yes or no. Whatever your question is no. Whatever your question is no. Not now, not tomorrow, no. Whatever it is like, whatever this is that you're inquiring about, you need to let that go. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and let's move on over to Virgos. What do we want to use with Virgos? Don't know why I'm attracted to these. Alright. So, Virgos. What do we have for Virgos, Spirit? Virgos in love. And there they go, all over the place. I really should pay somebody to teach me how to shuffle. Because I'm not even going to use the excuse of like my hands are too small, because that's BS. I have smaller decks. I don't know why this deck. Alright, Virgo, what are you dealing with? Alone in the World, the number 6. Fated to Suffer, 25. Downcast Pride, number 20. Virgo, there's an energy here of somebody constantly, whether it's somebody new or somebody old, somebody from your past, shouldn't say old, somebody from your past. There's an energy here of you thinking that you need to heal everybody, you thinking that you need to fix everybody. So you stay in connections and relationships with certain aspect of things way longer than you should. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse with the King of Swords in the upright, and then the 8 of Wands in the reverse. So even if something is done, you feel like you almost feel like you failed a person, and it's weird. It's like people do you wrong, but you still want to fix them. We have the Prince of Swords in the reverse with the 6 of Cups in the upright. So no matter how hard a relationship or a connection gets, you still continue to give. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the King of Cups in the reverse. With the Queen of Cups in the upright. So this dynamic here, needs to change. This needs to change. And it's not something that is going to change just because you wish it. It's something that you're going to have to take action on. And stop giving to connections, to relationships that are not, that are just not healthy for you. Because it's like every relationship that you're in, there is some form of fixing that you feel that you have to do, and then it's like it just you want to stop feeling you want to stop feeling like, I feel like you want to heal. I feel like you want to make a connection with someone. I feel like you want love, right? But it's taken so much of you. We have here the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Five of Cups in the reverse. You've been disappointed so many times in love that it's almost like you've programmed yourself to believe that your mission in life when it comes to love is just to help people heal so that they can go ahead and meet their soulmate. That's a really messed up way of viewing it. We have the Six of Wands, which it's victory, and then we have followed by the Five of Swords, defeat. There's a pattern. This is a pattern that needs to be broken. We have the Queen of Wands. There's a pattern that needs to be broken. This is something that needs to be, this just has to stop. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse with the Magus. You need to stop this pattern. You need to stop putting yourself in a position where you feel like you have to save everyone, where you feel that that is the only purpose of being in a relationship. For those of you that are currently in a relationship, it almost feels like every time you try to walk away, your person tells you like they need you, like they, and of course they do, because you give your all, you put everything out there and you get nothing back in return, and you need to stop. You need to stop. It's up to everybody to fix, quote unquote. Choke me. Somebody wants to choke me right now. I'm only kidding, guys. It is up to everybody to fix their own issues when it comes to relationships, their own viewpoints, their own flaws when it comes to communication in relationships, right? So now go ahead and answer a yes. Go ahead and ask a yes or no question. Now, there is the sense that until you don't address the issue of why you want this, you're gonna keep on getting mixed signals that it's coming, but in reality it's not. So whatever you're asking for, it's a no, but it's a, you need to self-reflect no type of energy. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to Libras. What deck is this? This is the, what is it called? Give me a second. This is the villains. Okay, so these are normal. Sorry, let me just bring my little list out. Because the Hocus Pocus and the Nightmare Before Christmas, the decks are, they have different things. Alright, so what do we have for Libra? There are two cards that were hiding, like Literally, as soon as I put them down, they went under the thing. But, and they keep wanting to go down, under. Secrets exposed. Whether it is your secrets or the person that you're dealing with, secrets are exposed. A very rough... somebody's questioning the stability of a connection. I like you, paradise. So why are we questioning this? I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. The paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. The snake. Complication, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. The other woman. Some of you may have been the one that stepped down in a relationship. For others of you, the person that you're dealing with stepped down in a relationship, regardless of what it is. Whoever stepped out in this connection and had a side piece is worried that the person knows and is not saying anything and is planning of leaving without a warning. Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the True Love in the reverse. Someone is sensing, or either someone is sensing or someone is fearing the disconnect in a relationship. This is definitely more geared to those of you that are currently in a connection. Someone is feeling that somebody's drifting away. We have the Two of Cups in the upright with the Ten of Wands. Someone wants something to go back to how it was. Somebody wants to reconnect, but I don't know. There's a sense of like, again, there's some type of truth that is coming out, that it's almost like when this truth comes in, we have the Judgment in the upright. What's happening with this truth, Spirit? What's happening with this truth? What's going to happen when this truth comes out, Spirit? What's going to happen when this truth comes out? We have the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Cups in the reverse. Something is ending when this comes up. That's why there's this fear here. We have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups with the Ace of Wands. Someone is fearing that when the other person finds out that somebody has been unfaithful, that somebody stepped out, they're leaving. Doesn't matter what you say, they're not going to listen to your excuses. They don't want to hear it. Whether it is you or the other person. Somebody here does not want to hear the excuse as to why somebody stepped out in a relationship. We have the Four of Cups with the Seven of Coins in the reverse. And the King of Cups in the reverse. Someone's had it. Trust has been lost. Once this comes out and the other person feels it, Whoever it is, I'm not saying that it's you, Libra. Whoever stepped out in this connection feels or senses that it's like they're trying to hold it in. They're trying to hold it in, but either the person that they were messing around with is going to tell you, or a friend of them. They may be somebody that you know that is close to you. And this is where that fear is coming from. The Two of Cups in the reverse with the Queen of Swords. So the minute that somebody finds out that somebody was unfaithful within this connection, they're just walking out. No questions, no ifs, no, I don't need, like, whoever was wronged doesn't even want an explanation. They really do not care. They just care about the fact that they were wrong, and it is what it is. Go ahead and ask a yes or no question. No. There's a lot of no's today. No. And that's it. Nothing further. No explanation. They're just saying no. Alrighty, Scorpios. Okay. Alright, so we're using the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. The potions are cups. Pentacles are the presents. Wands are candles. And swords are needles. Because I'm not going to stop every time I pull a card to explain what each card is. So what do we have for Scorpios? Exactly. You don't got to explain your decision in love to nobody, Scorpios. What are you making a choice? Scorpios, there's an energy of somebody making a choice, whether it is you or the person that you are dealing with or the person that's on your mind. Make a mess about it. Alright, let's focus. That is not my dog barking, but I would not be surprised if they do start because they're hearing the dogs outside barking. I'm going to start recording again at night, so it's more quiet. I also like the energy more at night. Decisions, choices. Okay, Scorpios. One more, sir. One more. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Someone's looking at you or you're looking at somebody, Scorpio. What's going on here? Passion, insane chemistry, liking each other equally and having fun. And then we have girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you making a decision about in your love life? Some of you are moving on with a decision when it comes to love. Now, whether that is moving completely away from somebody from your past or moving towards somebody from your past, there is this conversation. It's almost like you're talking to people around you, whether it's family, friends, etc., and they may not agree with you reconciling with somebody from your past. Some people are telling you that you're happier by yourself or you seem happy. I don't know. But somebody's here is watching somebody secretly. So I don't know if you're watching somebody, Scorpio, or somebody's watching you. Going through social media, trying to see what they're up to. There is a lot of chemistry between you and this person. I feel like you guys do have fun, but it's fleeting. Four of Needles in the reverse. 10 of Potions in the reverse. And the 9 of... Look at the 9. The Hermit in the reverse. So For those of you that are dealing with somebody from your past, and it's weird because it says the Ten of Potions, but I keep on focusing on the pumpkin. And for some reason, the pumpkin, it's like, it's calling to me. I don't know. Don't ask me. But anyways, it's like there was something that someone within this connection has been trying to talk themselves out of loving someone else. Someone has been trying to talk themselves out of loving someone else. Now, this can be the both of you literally trying to move on because for whatever the reason, again, the insane chemistry, the liking each other, the having fun is a fleeting energy or something that is really not stable between the two of you. We have the Queen of Needles with the Chariot in the reverse. So someone may have made an offer to someone and they declined it. But with the Hermit, it's like now somebody is regretting declining an offer. We have the Star in the reverse. Someone is regretting... I don't need all those cards. Someone is regretting declining an offer and... why? All right, story time before we pull out more cards. And I left ear. And I don't mean to be rude, guys, but it's like literally. Itchy. And no, I don't have allergies. It's just, it's like right there. All right. There's a connection here of two people that are very passionate, really love each other. There's insane chemistry. Bedroom life is amazing, whatever it may be. Someone was holding back their emotions or feelings, not wanting to reconnect, being okay with being sexual, whatever it may be, right? Then somebody makes an offer, somebody declines it. Then they're questioning whether they should have declined it or not. Now that they decided that they shouldn't have, then the other person, it's like they're looking at the other person almost like as a missed opportunity. Whether this is you or the person that you're dealing with. Somebody here feels like they have a missed opportunity. What else does Scorpio needs to know? We have the Knight of Potions in the reverse. The Two of Needles, the Six of Needles in the reverse. And Strength in the reverse. Excuse me. And now... whoever made the offer and was rejected is now upset because they don't want to be the one to start the conversation. We have the Queen of Candles. And then we have Death in the reverse. King of Candles in the reverse. King of Needles in the reverse. With the Eight of Needles in the upright position. Why does it feel... no, that's not another card. Somebody here was trying to avoid loving somebody. Somebody was here suppressing someone else's love. And engage... either talking or trying to get to know somebody else. But the more they try to force something new, the more pull they felt to somebody from their past. And now it's like they want an offer to be made again, and the person is silent. We have the High Priestess with the 10 of Needles in the reverse. With the Knight of Candles in the upright. So, there was obviously, right? There was a breakup here. Two people mutually, let's say, agreed to, regardless of the passion, love, chemistry, agreed that it wasn't working. It was too hard to keep this going. Split up. There's an offer made by one of you to the other. Let's work on this. No, I'm good. Again, the I'm good, I don't, love you or whatever it is because they're entertaining somebody else, right? Or they want to keep their options open, whatever it is, Scorpio. And then it's like they regret, whether it's you or the other person, again, doesn't matter. If you're a cross watcher, whoever declined the offer regrets declining the offer and are wanting the other person to come back or to chase them, while the other person is kind of like, I see you coming towards me, but I don't know, I don't think I want this anymore. And I feel the reason they don't want this anymore is because they find out that the reason why you declined their offer was because you were trying to connect with somebody new. It's almost like this energy of like somebody trying to force their love for somebody out of themselves by engaging in another relationship. So now go ahead and ask a yes or no question. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. They're really not saying yes or no. It is a maybe. If you truly 100% want this, then you need to sit with yourself and know that once you, because I feel like some of you are asking for something and are still like questioning whether or not, and then you're like back and forth about whether you want this or not, and that's why the answer is kind of like maybe. But so make up your mind. If you truly want this, then know that it's going to be granted to you. But it's almost like that saying, and I keep saying this, no es lo mismo llamar el diablo que verlo llegar. It's not the same to call the devil as it is to see him arrive. Some of you really want to connect with somebody you really want something to work in your favor, but are you willing to face the consequences or the work that comes with that? All right. So let's go ahead and move on over to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? What are you reflecting on, Sag? What are you? The golden mirror. Self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one-night stand. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Is that what you're hesitant about? Moving on? You moved out, but you haven't moved on. We're using the Hocus Pocus deck. Potions are cups, pumpkins are pentacles, candles are wands, and the lightnings are the swords. Just so you're aware. So Sag, you may have came out of a relationship that was more of a one-sided relationship, or somebody sees it as a one-sided relationship. Somebody blames the other person to being a narcissist. I personally do not use that word towards people. They do come out in readings, but even if somebody has narcissistic traits, I don't call them a narcissist unless they are diagnosed as one, right? Because I feel like that is like, you know how the word love is used so often, so loosely, and so like without any actual meaning behind it. I feel that when people are hurt, and let me clarify this before you guys start coming at me. And I'm not saying that all of you that have been hurt by a narcissist is not true. But what I'm saying is sometimes there are people that get hurt by someone else in a relationship, and then they begin to blame the other person or start calling the other person as a narcissist, when in reality there was a combination of miscommunication, no compromise, no anything, right? That led to a breakup, right? But then your ex or whatever starts to show certain traits of narcissist, right? Narcissistic behavior. So what I'm trying to say is like, you know, I personally don't like to use that word because there is a side to every story. Yours and theirs, and then the truth. Now, when it comes to narcissistic people, there is a pattern. There is factual patterns that you can look back at. And I don't know how to say that for you, Sag. Alright, so let's go ahead and see. What is it that Sagittarius is reflecting on when it comes to love? The Lovers in the reverse, the Four of Lightning in the reverse, with the Hierophant in the reverse. Some of you are wondering why you stay so long in a connection, why you try to work something out, why you wanted a connection or a relationship so badly. And we have the Fool. And then we have the Page of Lightning. You're definitely trapped in an energy of like, the person that you were dealing with may have never taken any accountabilities for any of their actions, to be honest with you. Again, I'm not calling them a narcissist. I'm just saying, even though the narcissist card came out. But it was almost like you try for so hard to make something work. You try for so hard to let them slide with so much BS that in reality it's like it wasn't serving neither of you, to be honest with you. We have the 8 of Pumpkins in the reverse, the 3 of Candles in the reverse, and then the Star in the reverse. You're wanting to heal from this, but there's a fear here underneath that they might trap you back. That they might come telling you all the things that you wanted to hear while the two of you were in a relationship. We have the 2 of Potions in the reverse. They're wanting to show up. The Master in the reverse. The Queen of Candles. So there's definitely a sense here of wanting to show up the way that they should have in a relationship, but the 7 of Pumpkins and then the Knight of Potions in the upright. You're hesitant, and I don't blame you for being hesitant. And nor am I telling you to go back to this person. And neither am I telling you not to go back to them. I feel that since this person walked out of your life, we have the World in the reverse, the Temperance and the 9 of Potions. There has been a change in you. There has been a spark of life that may have been missing for a very long time. So, but yet, you're afraid that if they come back around, you might not be able to resist them. Because that's like kind of like the fear that I'm picking up. Like, you really don't want somebody back, but you're afraid that if they come back, you might not be able to say no. And you're still you're still in the midst of healing from this, and you're still in the midst of really trying to get closure when it comes to this. And it's like you can either sense this person trying to come back, or this person has been trying to contact you. And you're trying to avoid them because you don't want to be sucked back into that connection. So let's go ahead, ask a yes or no question. No. It's just a no. A disappointing no, but it's a no. Alrighty, let's go ahead and let's move on over to Capricorns. Capricorns and love. Alright. Capricorns, why are you so optimistic? No, let me stop. Double check. What are you double checking, Capricorns? Nah. No, thank you. I'm getting all the answers. The answer is nah. No, thank you. Because you're second guessing something. You're second guessing something. What are you second guessing? The Butterfly. Be lighthearted. Finding out. Things coming to light. Adapt, change, and heal. The Boat. Receiving what you need. Progression. Arriving. Moving on. And closure. Capricorns. You're finding something out. Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. There's hesitation. Like, and I don't know why, because again, it's like somebody's coming in with an offer. This may be somebody from your past, because it is this energy of like, again, you're finding something out, and somebody comes in trying to get ahead of the story is what I'm picking up. And there's this sense of like, nah, no, thank you. So it's like, even before something is asked, you already have the answer for it. So weird, Cap. I do feel that you are, as I said, optimistic about love coming towards you. Optimistic about meeting you people, but you're still a little hesitant. We have the Lovers as your first card. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Eight of Cups in the reverse. So after an ending, after a separation, somebody may be trying to get back into your good graces. The Ace of Wands. There is a fear here of rejection, a fear of you not wanting them back. Knight of Pentacles with the Two of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's coming forward though, regardless of okay, story time. No, let me stop. So there was a falling out here between you and somebody that I feel that there is true love. The question is, what kind of love is this? I feel like this love has transformed into a more mature love, and the two of you haven't caught up to it yet, or something of that matter. Because we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles is in the upright. So it's like you're trying to get closure, you're trying to move on, even though you still love somebody, even though there's still love there. This person comes in after reevaluating a certain situation, whether it was that they were with someone else, whether they were talking to someone else. For some of you, that is the secret. That is what you're going to be finding out, that they walked away from this connection, or they didn't come forward towards you sooner because they were trying to see if they could get someone else. So now they come to you, but they come in very, very forcefully. We have the Knight of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. And it's like, it's almost like they're not taking no for an answer. Or they're telling themselves that even if you're not open to this, we have the Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. Even if you're not open to this with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, they can convince you. They're going to wear you down to the point where you have no choice but to accept them back. No choice but to accept this connection back. So and again, Cabbies, I don't feel that there's a lack of love here. There is just like somebody, I feel like you're done. And so we have the Page of Wands again with the Nine of Cups. We have the Three of Swords with the King of Cups in the reverse. You're not wanting to go back to something that hurt you. Someone that hurt you. You don't want to go back to somebody that made you that made you question your worth. We have the Death with the High Priestess. And then we have the World in the reverse. So it's almost like, do I give up? Do I give up my peace of mind? Do I give up myself up? Or do I put myself up again in this situation, knowing, because there's a knowing here with the Hermit in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse, knowing that the Chariot in the reverse, knowing that it's almost like you know how something is going to end, the Temperance. And it's not that you don't want things to work out with this person, it's just like finding out that they're still up to like their same behavior. That is kind of like, that's it for you at this point when it comes to like, you know what, you did it. It's that song from Britney Spears, oops, I did it again. And it's like, oops, they did it again. They probably thought you weren't gonna find out. You find out, and it's like, you know what, it is what it is. So ask a yes or no question. Whatever your question is, yes. But it's not going to bring the satisfaction, or you're going to be granted this, but it's not going to bring you the satisfaction or the happiness or the joy that you are expecting it to bring you. Okay. Let's move on over to Aquarius. I want to use the puppy deck. Alrighty. To me, dogs, you know, they give unconditional love. They love you no matter how you look, how you feel, anything. They love you. So it's so weird that I wanted to use this deck, the doggy deck. I'm not saying that everything is going to be nice, but there is this unconditional love energy that I'm picking up, Aquarius, when it comes to you and love. Unconditional love. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Some of you need to really get away from an ex. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, visualization help bring you together. So I feel that for some of you, not for some of you, for you guys, Aquarius, is this energy of like trying to move on, trying to let go of an ex, and focusing a lot of your energy on your finances and career, trying to get your finances in order, trying to get your life in order. But at the same time, you're using your career or a hobby to not deal with the issue of releasing an ex. There is here some like underneath hidden hope that somebody from the past will come back. And it's like it's like literally to the point where, let's say you're coming out of a building, right? And the building is like right in the middle of the sidewalk. And to the right of you at the end of the sidewalk is your soulmate, right? It's this person that's going to give you that unconditional love, that is going to allow you to experience that type of love, right? And you want it, and you're trying, and you're trying, and you're trying, right? And it's like you step out of the building, right? And then to the left of you is your ex, right? Going back towards towards the past. I should have done it the other way, because this is actually my north and this is my myself. So we'll do it that way. So let's switch that around, because now that's going to drive me crazy because of like where I'm sitting. So let's say to the this is why it's confusing, right? And I feel it's kind of like that energy. So it's like, okay, to the left of you, which is the north, where I'm at, right? My compass. To the left of you is somebody new, somebody somebody that's going to show you unconditional love. To the right of you, to the right of me, is my south, right? So this is somebody from your past, where you're walking away from, etc. And there's no logic to that other than the logic in my head. Anyways, so you come out, right, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to the left, but for some reason, as you're coming out of the building, you're still peeking to the right, you're still peeking to the past, you're still peeking to the ex. And as you're peeking, right, the person at the left in the corner, at the other side of at the other end of the sidewalk, may have dropped something, and now it's like they've turned a corner, but they haven't actually left. So it's like when you take a quick look, you don't see them, and you're like, well, and then the minute you look to your left, like the person is back there. In the corner, like kind of like waiting for you, like, okay, I'm right here, Aquarius, like come towards me. And it's kind of like that type of energy. So you're very conflicted, even though you want new love, even though you want a new relationship, even though you want something new, you're still conflicted when it comes to letting go of somebody from your past. And you're getting yourself over busy by diving into your work. So we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, with the 6 of Wands in the reverse, and then the Ace of Wands. A lot of you are waiting for this past person to reach out. A lot of you feel like you need closure. We have the Moon in the reverse and the 7 of Swords in the reverse. You're wanting closure, and the thing is that you have to realize that not everyone is always going to give you closure. You have to be done with the situation no matter what. You have to be done. If you say you're done with something, you're done with something. Now, if certain emotions, certain feelings arise, you face them, you deal with them, you confront them, you acknowledge them, and then you release them. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse with Justice. So the love that you want, the type of connection that you want is right there for you. So why are you still holding on for hope when it comes to your ex? You feel that your ex owes you an explanation. You feel your ex owes you clarity. You feel you want some type of closure with your ex, and it's just not coming. We have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. So needing to let go. We have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. Needing to the numbers are like so hidden, and then the 2 of Swords in the reverse. You need to make a decision that even if somebody doesn't apologize, even if somebody doesn't want to give you closure, that you're going to take it into your own account to forgive somebody, not so much for them but more for yourself. You're going to take it into your own account to go ahead and get closure from the situation, so that you can go ahead and move forward, so that you can go ahead and meet up with that person that's waiting for you at the other end of the sidewalk. Stop looking and focusing so much on someone that it didn't work out, on someone that didn't even apologize whenever they did you wrong. So what makes you think now that if when you guys were together, they never apologized, they never took accountability, what the heck makes you think that they're going to do it now that the two of you are not together? So get your own closure. You can go ahead and ask a yes or no question. Yes. this is a yes, but there is a delay. And again, I feel the delay is coming from you. You yourself are blocking yourself from this coming in because of your back and forth energy. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do Pisces, which will be the last one. What is it they say? The last ones leave the best for last. Leave the best for last. I'd be having everybody hating on Pisces today. Alright, so let's go ahead. Everybody's hating on Pisces. What's going on with your relationship, Pisces? So Pisces, we have the Passion card. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. We have the Attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And then we have Worth Waiting For. Divine time is at play in your love life. And again, there is hating here when it comes to a relationship or a connection that you're either in or that you're going to be in. Because there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of passion. Again, the best for last. This, you may have had to go, you went through a couple of heartbreaks, a couple of disappointments when it comes to relationship, and you finally feel like you met the one. But there is hating when it comes to that. I wonder if you guys, Pisces, are the ones that are planning a marriage. We have the Page of Pentacles that we were talking about in the collective reading before we started individually. There are people around that are just not happy for you. We have the Justice. And then we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. There is a sense here, maybe somebody from your past or their past is not happy over your happiness with this person. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Ten of Swords. So it's kind of sad, the fact that somebody's trying to break a connection here. Somebody's trying to break a relationship because of their own pain over losing either you or if it's the other person, it's like their ex because they lost them. We have the Empress here. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And it's funny, it's almost like whatever. And we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Whatever issues you guys were having, like if you were allowing the opinions of people from outside the relationship, whatever, to influence your connection, I feel that is over with. I feel like the two of you are literally like just focusing on moving on with just the two of you. So if either of you have exes or family members that don't want you two together, it's like, you know what? They don't have to accept it. As long as we are happy with each other, that's all that counts. So we have the Two of Swords. Literally making that conscious decision to work on your relationship and your partnership. The Knight, the Fool, excuse me, and then the Knight of Swords. Very protective energy, an energy of like somebody that really fights for the person that they're with. Somebody that, this is who I'm with and this is how it's going to go, and you may not like my choices, you may not agree with them. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to fight you over this. I don't need your approval for who I choose to be with. So we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we have the Emperor in the reverse with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and then the Three of Wands. So a lot of you, whether you're male or female, you were used to being in relationships where you were always left out in the cold, where you always felt like you weren't enough, or the person that you were with made you feel like you weren't enough. And it's like you made the conscious decision to go ahead and let go, right? We have the Three of Wands, and then we have here the Four of Swords in the reverse. So even though it was hard, and I'm not lying to you, it was hard to let go of that programming. It was hard to let go of somebody from your past. And we do have the karma. You walked away and met somebody that you were genuinely happy with, and you see a future between you and this person. You see a future. You see a future. You see how it's like you finally see why it didn't work out with everybody else. You finally see why you had to wait this long to meet this person. We have the Ace of Pentacles with the Death in the reverse, and then the Six of Wands. And this karma card is like, it's like, yes, finally something is working. Finally something is, it's working in your favor, right? We have the Eight of Pentacles, and it's almost like you're so grateful that all of those people that broke your heart in the past did, because it allowed you to arrive to this moment in time. And it allowed you to connect with this person and to have a genuine commitment with them. So now I want you to go ahead and ask a yes or no question. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out some shells. And it's a yes. It's a solid yes. Yes, 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 yes. Whatever it is that you're asking for. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you. That was a long one. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. And if you have not liked, share, or subscribe, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, other information can be found down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah! Love you all. Bye-bye.